for Ophelia Talks, and today is our 12th day of our advent calendar, and this is the bauble that we are making. So it is not a round bauble, it's just a stuffed bauble, so just sort of, you know, a little bit rounded here, but this is the effect I wanted to get with a little sort of starburst in the middle. I'm really liking it, and I think this would make a good alternative to the normal Christmas baubles. I have to be very careful because I've got cats, and if they climb in the tree and all that, it falls over. So these are baubles that can't break, really. So I'm going to add a lot of baubles to my collection this year with all these advent videos I am doing. I have also designed some really nice other baubles, you know, like the flat ones, but they're for in a couple of days. Okay, so let's get started on this one. So what do you need to make these stuffed baubles? I have the grey for the loop on the top, and that's the 038 colour. Then I have cream instead of the white, and this is the 002 colour. And then we have the red, which is the 030 colour. Now here I have that fluff that I cut off the pom-pom I made for the egg warmer, and I thought it would be a little bit silly, you know, just to throw it out, but I think, yeah, that can be used as the stuffing for this bauble. And I'm using a 3.5 hook. So let's get started. I am going to do a slip knot, insert my hook, and I am going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then you go back to that first chain, you insert your hook. I always try and pick up 2. It doesn't always work. Let's just, no, never mind. And you pull through the 2 loops on your hook. There you go. Okay, then we are going to chain 2, and then you're going to have to do 11 double crochets into the circle here, and 11 double crochets, that means in UK terms 11 treble crochets. Okay, so we are going to yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. I will see you when you have done your 11 double crochets, because then the 12th one will be your chain, and then the 12th V will be the slip stitch that we do over the chain. So I will see you there. So I am now counting 11 V's around the edge of my work. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then this one here is the 11th one. You go under that one, because here is the chain. We are going to do a slip stitch now into that one there, pull through, yeah, there. And now the chain, the slip stitch, sorry, is lying over the chain, if you can see what I mean. Okay, so that is the center of our bauble done. I have sewn in my ends because it's just too awkward otherwise when you you know, are filming and stuff, it's just in the way. So there we are, I've sewn in my ends. It's a nice little circle now, and let's get started with the red. Oh, that fluff is getting everywhere. I like to get started with a standing stitch, so I like to do a slip knot around my hook, and now I am going to pretend like as if I'm already crocheting, and we are going to do double crochets, but we are going to do 2 double crochets together. We are not going to be picking up the V's, we are going to go in between the bodies of the double crochets that we did in the previous round, because that gives more of a starburst effect, I think. So yes, I have lost my yarn over. So yarn over, in between the 2 stitches, pull up a loop, yarn over, and you pull through 2 loops on your hook. Normally you would now finish your stitch, but as we are going to do togethers, we are going to start again and do the same thing. There we go, and now we finish the stitch all together. So you then do a chain 1, and let me just show you again. yarn over, in between the 2 stitches, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, stay there. Now start the next stitch, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You now have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, and now you pull through all the 3 loops on your hook, chain 1. And this is how you are going to continue all along, and that is going to be the second round of your bauble. So I will see you in a moment. I've just done my last double crochet together, my last chain, then I look at that first double crochet together. Because we started with a standing stitch, very often that closes up for me, so I just go under the next V and we do a slip stitch, and that slip stitch then sort of lies over that one that's closed up. So there we go. Okay, so that's the end of the red colour. Now we go back to cream. Once again, you know, sew in your ends so it makes it easier for you to get started. Slip knot round your hook, close the loop, don't chuck it away. And then what we do, again in between the stitches, so no picking, see, look, there's that white fluff again, there we go. In between the little clusters here, we are going to start, I'm going to get started here just to show you. Right, there we go. So we are now doing whole double crochets, and we are doing 3 double crochets in each chain space around. There we go. Okay, so 3 double crochets. There's no need for a chain in between. So just the 3 double crochets in each chain space around. I'm going so close to the camera, I keep hitting it with my hook. I just want to be up close so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so when you have done this round, you need to repeat all that, right? So you need to make 2 of these. So I've made 1. I am now going to finish this one here, and I will come back when I am ready to put them together. End of my round. Once again, this stitch seems to have closed up for me, so I'm going to go under this one here, and I am going to do a slip stitch there. There we are. Okay, so like I said, you now need both your parts, and maybe I need to reconsider using this fluff, because if it's getting everywhere now, it might come out of the hole. So if you have some normal stuffing, please do use that. Okay, I am going to use this one, but you know, it's not going to be you know, child toy or anything like that. So make sure you know, you use the proper stuffing. So I am going to sew them together. You could sew them together with red or with white. I don't know what to do now. What do you think? I think, yeah, let's go for it. Cut off the white or the cream better, and we'll do it in red. See what it looks like. Okay, that will give us a little bit more contrast, I would imagine. My cat is wanting attention as well. Can you hear him? There we go. He's got food, he's been brushed, he's got water. He's just, I think he's wondering where my husband is. He's gone off to work, so he's probably asking, where is he, where is he? I keep telling him I'm here. Oh no, look at this now. No, right, okay, I'll be glad when this fluff is gone. Let's put it onto the side of the desk. Okay. Right, so outsides to the outside. Okay, so the wrong side's on the inside. And you are going to pick up the V's. So pick up a V here and pick up a V there. Well, actually not the whole V. So you pick up the inner loop. So the outside loop here and the outside loop there you leave. You just pick up the inner loops of the V. Let me just hold on to this end properly. There we go. And I tend to do a single crochet. You can do a slip stitch, but I think, you know, the stand-up edge gives it a little bit more of a definition. Now, if you have made both sides the same, it should be able to tally up all the way. So you shouldn't have to invent some stitches or miss some or do some double or whatever. This is always a little bit awkward because this is where we finished. So let me just have a look at that, how it lies. Okay, you can see the V now. That's the one there, and that's the one there. If you've crocheted in, it will be a lot easier to see, or woven in the end, I mean. And then the next one here and here. So there we go. So you just keep doing this until, oh, that's split a little bit, until, yeah, here we are. He's on the desk now. Oh dear. Look. Here's the tail. Oh, come on, Ada. Until, so keep going until you have just enough. You know, you have a little hole to put the stuffing in. Okay, so Ray, come and say hello, darling. Ray, come and skagga, come and skagga here. No, come on and have a look here. No. Oh well, he's probably after that stuffing. Okay. So I will see you when you have got an opening for your stuffing to go in. Okay, I've gone about, you know, all the way around nearly. I've got my opening here. Let's just get that stuffing in there before it gets anywhere else, or before the cat starts fiddling with it. There we go. And yes, it's only a sort of a lightly stuffed bauble. You can obviously put as much in as you want, but I wanted to have sort of like just a not a round one. I wanted more of a sort of, you know, like this. Yeah, there we go. That's okay. And it seems to sort of, for now, it seems to stay in there. So that's the kind of bauble I wanted. If you want, you can put more stuffing in and make it rounder, but obviously that is your choice. So let's keep going with sewing it together. Now you will find out only at the end whether you have enough, whether you have the same amount of stitches. I'm keeping my fingers, legs, arms, toes, everything crossed here to see whether it, and it seems to work out. Let's have a look. Yes. Whoa. Okay, so I've got this left and I have this left here. Okay. Whoa, that's good. And now again that sort of seems to have closed up. So let's go to the next one and we do a slip stitch. I am now going to cut off this. Right, so there we go. So that's our bauble. We'll have to sew these ends in, but now it is time to do our little loop thingy. And I'm going to just do that exactly the same as with all my other creations. Although I have made it a little bit simpler. It seemed to me there was too much slip stitching, and I thought, why am I doing these slip stitches? So I'm just picking up 4 stitches here, just 4 back loops, that's all that I'm picking up. Chain 1, turn, again 4 single crochets, there we go, chain 1, turn, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, chain 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, slip stitch in that second single crochet opening or wherever you can. No, that's not a slip stitch, Anya. Oh dear. Okay, so back into that here. So what I mean is go round that single crochet that you did before you chained, and I've got too many things in my hands, and do a slip stitch. There we go. Okay, then continue
with 2 single crochets
to finish your row there. That's it. Look. Okay, and that's it. So you'll have to just sew in the ends, and there you have your bauble. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.
If you are new to my channel or you haven't yet subscribed, please find the red subscription button and click on it. It is free. You will then see a bell sign. Click on that too, so you are notified of every new video I upload. You can also find links to my social media right above that.